Hello and welcome to Four Corners Legacy Podcast. I'm your host, Miss Mai Mai.
I'm your host, Diesel Locomotive. What's happening?
And I'm your host, Valley Uno. What's good?
Happy Black History Month, everybody.
Happy
That's
Black
what,
History Month.
yeah, that's what we're going to be covering today. It's also Super Bowl Sunday today.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. Well, I kind of got a different view on Black history finally, like at where I'm at right now in life. I look at all the Malcolm X, the Martin Luther Kings, and people like that who laid their life on the line so we could even have an option to do a podcast like this.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Saying,
We definitely have to look at those who came before us and laid the foundation. You can't look at that without also realizing how far away from Black activists we really have moved, or having, real
mhm.
leaders to instruct and direct us into what we really should be trying to do for our people.
Yeah, because the difference between us now and us back then is, blacks was trying to be on the straight and narrow and be citizens and have community, a strong community and all that stuff. And now it's like nobody's doing that, but they want the police to be not brutal to a brutal, community. Community's brutal too. So it's like, how is there not going to be police brutality and stuff like that when you're dealing with people who don't have any respect for the police or authority at all, for that
Or,
matter?
or even for the general public. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I seen something and I know how stuff be on social media. It may not have been as recent, but I seen something where some cats in Chicago ran down on a so-called op, you know, and just riddled the car with bullets, shot one person, killed another, but there was a 3-year-old baby in the back seat the whole time.
That shit
The whole
Fortunately,
time. The whole
fortunately,
time.
the baby didn't get hit at all. But I'm
Right.
just saying though, like that goes to the point of what Dees was saying about like the, if the general public is taking a brutal approach to dealing with one another, it's kind of crazy to scream out brutality when it comes from somebody that falls outside of the general public, like law enforcement. You know what I mean? We gotta be treating each other properly first.
right, real shit. Because they're like, oh God, we gotta go over here. These animals, the way they do each other over here, they ain't got no understanding of human life or respect for human life or respect for morals, values. That you could put a piece of gold in front of them if it wasn't in the form of like, see, because when I say gold, I'm saying like, say it's something that's worth a lot.
It's
That's
it's
great.
fool's gold. It's
No,
fool's
no,
gold
no,
most
no.
of the
Wait,
time.
it's something that has great value, but
Okay.
it's not in traditional form, such as money, gold chain, car, this and all the shit that we see that people are. That's the only way they can lock onto it is if it's in gold form. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But you could take a motherfucker and you could show him some equipment, for instance, that makes gold, but he has to read 1,000-page manual. Now this nigga don't want no gold no more.
So what I'm getting from what you're saying though is that this they don't want to follow. They don't have no follow through. They want something that's quick and easy. Already there. They don't want to go through the
Well,
processes.
everybody wants this millionaire lifestyle, so to speak, because you have to remember, where we're at and where technology was just in our lifespan. You get what I'm saying? And we watched black and white TVs when we were little. You get what I'm saying? So how the
Yeah,
fuck
they still existed.
yeah, they still exist. How the fuck are we bougie? We not bougie because we watch black and white TVs and wore shoes out the goddamn bin at not Walmart, but Marshalls and all that shit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, for sure. Kmart, Jimco, and all that.
All
So
that
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
We wore hand-me-downs, all that stuff.
Absolutely, we did. We
So
the
even
clothes
if
the clothes were shared. That's for sure. I know you and Tavon share clothes. Me and Kasabi share clothes. All of that. So the struggle was real. Even though we lived in predominantly good neighborhoods, we didn't grow up necessarily in the hood. We didn't,
Mhm.
but we still struggled.
Right. Yeah. And so now it's like everybody's going to be sectioned off. Basically, if you're in an area that's a high crime area, a high drug area, or something like that, by the year 2030, you're fucked. The police are going to literally stop coming to those areas.
Just let nature take its course.
They're going to the hell yeah, that's what they're going to do. That's what we're seeing. That's what the preparation of this Walking Dead is, where all these humans are pitted against other humans for survival. That's why they keep showing us that shit on the news, and I mean not on the news, but on the media and movies. That they're trying to prep us for that shit already, because that's really what it's going to come down to.
I think that's partly the goal of the governmental authority. You know what I mean? They want to have everything sectored off like that at some point in time, but the behavior and conduct of the average individual is just, is just bringing us closer to that at a more rapid pace. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just see that being the reality at some point in the future.
So I guess my question is, because I know how he makes his standpoint very clear on how he feels about when we're in the Black community, that we're lacking love for one another in the Black community. Do you both agree with that as well? That there's no love amongst each other or general respect for one another, and that's why we tend to be the race that's falling behind, because we don't know how to love one another, and we don't, like we said, we don't have leaders anymore like Malcolm X, not Martin Luther King. We don't have like the Black Panthers. We don't have groups and associations to connect ourselves with, but in the community overall, we lack love from one another.
See what? Go ahead.
I agree with that.
I agree with that, but see, it's like this. People they want this excuse. Oh, the white man, they did us this way, Jim Crow syndrome, Lily Lynch syndrome, blah, 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 whatever that shit is. I don't really give a fuck about that shit, because at the end of the day, niggas is riddling niggas full of bullets out here. Niggas is robbing niggas out here. Niggas is fucking over Black women. Black women is fucking over Black men. Niggas is doing it to niggas, man. I'm not trying to hear that white man shit.
Yeah, because it's relevant because it took place, but it's irrelevant because there's bigger fish to fry currently, and the bigger fish is the shit that exists between us.
Yeah, we started attacking ourselves, so it changed everything.
And that's the reason why it's important when there are people that are stepping up and doing something that they get highlighted, that we give them their flowers, you know what I mean? Because it's not enough of it going on.
No.
Well, and that, I guess that kind of brings me to what I wanted to do, because I was thinking that an effort to pay homage to Black History Month, if we could give homage to somebody from the past, the present, and future entrepreneurs. One of the other things that Dee's always says is that Black folks only want to be in the entertainment business and the sports.
They got like 5 occupations for Blacks. That's it.
Right. Okay. So go with your 5 occupations. I think that we should shine a light on the other things too, because like engineering, plumbing, electrician, they're in high demand for people of color to go in. Not just high demand for people of color, but in high demand. So if those are the educational route that you try to go and get some schooling for that, I think that would be beneficial. We don't all have to be basketball stars. We don't have to be raising, just because we got a tall son don't mean he got to play on a basketball team. Like, you can raise your kids to want to do other things and still make 6 figures or more, be millionaires. We got to just shed light on that stuff.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. I agree with that.
It just comes from education. You have to have community projects in place, to stray them away from the norms of going out into the streets or running around and stealing cars and looking for shit to get into or this and this. You got to stray them kids away from that shit. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean putting a football in their hand or a baseball in their hand. It could be putting books in their hands or tablet in their hand with books on it. Or
correct.
You know what I'm saying? Or go out here out back, how Misty Miyagi had Danielson out there wiping and buffing the cars and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So he can learn his way around the car, or whatever. I mean, I'm just saying, at the end of the day, this race to be billionaires and shit, every black person wants to be a billionaire and shit, is crazy, bro.
Well,
yeah, I think that's something that exists among all races of people, though. I think it's just more highlighted amongst black people because we're given more attention to
right.
But
right, because in our community, you ain't shit.
That's everybody.
Yeah, and see, in the white community, if you're just a nigga that goes home and makes $75K a year, you're a great guy in the white community standards. But if you're a nigga, you're a broke motherfucker.
Well, yeah, but that again, I think that's a narrative that's being pushed for the purpose of continuing the struggle of bringing together the black nuclear family, because the reality is there's nobody with any real measure of intelligence that's pushing that narrative. It's nothing but dumbasses that's talking like that. Because if you even had the slightest bit of intelligence, you would understand that if you say that a man has to make $100,000 a year before he can even have a woman, you have basically canceled out a very healthy percentage of black men in America. So you don't even get to say that and then still claim that you love black people, because it's a cancerous element.
Right.
People aren't making that kind of money at the rate that the internet tries to make.
It's not even 20% of people. You know what I'm
right. Well, and I think we should look up the numbers on that. But I do believe that in most black households, for them to be making $75,000 or more, it must be a 2-income family. No. Like there's not a lot of households that are where one person is making that by themselves.
No, so I'm just saying, in an instance where a man has a job, we know. I work for Pepsi. I make $71K a year. I'm talking about that type of shit. You get what I'm saying? Where the nigga got a job.
But that's still, to me, that's good money. That's
right.
Good money.
We're not saying it's
not. We're not saying it's not good money.
What we're saying is
in our community.
If you look at the platforms such as what's the one people that be having a little traveling podcast, the narrative on that show, even like the narrative on these little dating things out there. Well, if you're broke, just say that. And you know what they mean by broke? You don't make 120 grand. That's what we're talking about.
But most people don't. Most people don't.
Yeah,
so
and they're living in a fantasy world.
That narrative is too big to sit here and just brush it under the rug. That shit needs to be addressed.
It does. I agree with you.
Let's bring it out on the forefront.
Yeah, that shit is too big of a fucking deal to be unaddressed. Look here, you retarded motherfucker. People don't make that type of money around here. If you want millions of dollars in gold motherfucking nail polish and all that shit, you better get out there and hustle for that shit.
And even when I made even remotely close to that, I didn't have no time to have a life.
Well, and even
like you can go get it, but what are you trying to accomplish with it? Just to have money?
Because that's what I was about to say. Okay, if you think about when you were making that kind of money, and even the money that you make now, what do you see it? What do you see with it?
They see a bunch of bills, is what they see. You know what I'm saying? Every month when the month rolls around, they're like, God damn, this Bentley bill. God damn, this mansion bill. God damn, this bill. Oh, God damn, the you know what I'm saying? Shit, it ain't all gravy on that.
Well, and it is. It's a lot of bills. It's a lot of bills included in that.
Is that what you meant when you said, "What do you see?" Because I didn't really understand that question.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Because I meant like what we still you're saying when you were making $120,000 a year. that you were never at home, that when you were at home, you were basically asleep. And Jabal's follow-up was like, basically at that point, all you see is your mortgage bill, your car payments, your those things. and you didn't really get to enjoy your money the way that you wanted to.
Fuck
Is that
no.
right?
Every fucking cent of it's accounted for, basically.
Right. And so I say all of that to say part of what we should be pushing for, because when y'all were talking about you ain't always got to be an athlete or a rapper or some old crazy shit like that. I think that there's artistic ability of some degree in everybody. And even if it's not artistic ability, there's some sort of ability that exists in everybody that as we get older, we tend to ignore it because we're trying to keep up with the rigmarole of this system that we live in. So even if you got a job making $100,000 a year, so what? That still puts you, if you make it $150,000 a year, it still puts you in line to work till you're 65. If you live that long, then retire and then try to have a meaningful life after that. I think the goal for everybody should be not about being rich, but to get yourself in a position to be financially free, meaning that you don't have to trade your time for money. And you have to figure out what your innate ability is that you can use to get you in position to do that. You see what I mean? Fuck a job.
I agree with that.
A job ain't nothing but work, like he said, on More Money.
It's making another company money, not yourself.
Right. You going to, somebody's paying you to help them chase their dream.
Right.
When you should be buying out time
when you're out there sweating
align with your own purpose.
When you're out there sweating at 8 or 9 in the morning, that motherfucker's on the golf course.
Correct.
That's one of the
don't remind me.
One of the people I wanted to talk about was they help Black-owned businesses get off the ground and get footing for whatever, to help address systematic racism. And it's called the California Black Freedom Fund. And they help Black businesses get off the ground. And it's a good program. It's here in California. And that we need more of those. And it's a Black-owned business. I mean, Foundation. California Black Freedom Fund.
Okay, so I mean that's good.
I'm not trying to be an asshole. I don't want nothing to do with no niggas.
Does that help for people who are not in California? Because they should be more organizations like that. I would like to see more organizations like that do assist or point people in the right direction of what exactly to do. Because when the funds start coming in, let's be clear, if you weren't raised in a household where you were taught financial literacy, or you were raised in the hood and you come into some money, that doesn't necessarily
mean you're broke.
That doesn't necessarily know that you know what to do when you get it. And I think that there needs to be more groups or more people to help to point people in the right direction of how to save accordingly, what to do with the money that you are making, and what investments to make, how to buy things that are going to make you money. Like if you buy a home or land and you have equity, now your money is making you money. You know what I mean? So these are the kind of things, or even how to purchase the right kind of life insurance where you can borrow from. We just need more financial literacy in order to make the appropriate decisions.
That's where I found this. That group was in the Black Entrepreneurs Magazine website, and it had the 40 elite Black businesses, Black entrepreneurs. And the other person that I wanted to talk about, he was on that list too. And but in that it gave you 40 prominent foundations that Black people should know about. And it was all over, from Texas to Atlanta, New York, Colorado, Minnesota. It was different places, so it was something that could be looked at.
And so we know that that we are a creative bunch of people, right? That being said, I think that before there were a lot of Black inventors, and that we don't see enough inventors now. So when I was doing my research, hold your hand up high and go ahead and patent some stuff, because I was just, when I was doing my research, I was like, why is it pointing me more to the direction of, in the past, there was great Black inventors, not so much now. And I think that that's one of the ways also that we can get rich is by inventing and patenting stuff. I see your hand, Deez. Come in, jump in and add to that any way you see fit.
It's good that you said something about that, because I was going to say something about that earlier and explain somewhat of what my thoughts is of why people aren't inventing patents and stuff as readily as they once did. And it goes back to what we were saying about boxing yourself in knowledge wise, as far as workflow and the industries that niggas is involved in to begin with. If we ain't involved in the infrastructure or anything, how are we ever going to create a new patent to go with this industry, or some jet propulsion thing to go with PG&E that they're going to use for their—
Well, I think if we have to even start as with, even in layman's terms, some people may not even understand what the word patent means. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we got to break
and afford to get a patent, because it's not cheap to get a patent. It's not.
Well, it's not expensive.
That's what I meant when I was saying about it comes down to viewpoint. Are you going to work so you can have, fancy kicks, a fancy car, and go to this, luxurious vacation, or are you going to work to use that money to fund the alignment of your true purpose? That's what it comes down to. It comes down to viewpoint. What is your viewpoint of the money that you do have, the resources that you do have? You see what I mean? Like,
right.
All that other shit don't matter. Do you even want to do something more than live, work, and die? And if you don't, then you probably need to have some self-talks.
Real shit.
Well, I know I had an idea about.
don't say it on here.
Don't say it on here.
No, I'm not going to even say what it was, but
I've had enough of my shit stolen already.
Yeah, it was stolen from me.
Kasabi, she had some one before, and she kept on saying something about it.
And it was stolen from me.
I was talking to somebody at work on Friday. We had some downtime, and we sitting up just chopping it up about the job and all that. And it turns out that this particular individual is an inventor, and he's got at least one thing patented. You know what I mean? So how and when it blows up, that's a whole nother story. But I say that to say is that sometimes, because of stuff like what Sav went through with getting ideas stolen, people might be doing stuff like that right up under your nose, and you just don't know it because we're reluctant to really share that for fear of somebody going, try to backdoor you on your idea.
Okay, so with that being said, I wanted to ask you guys, have you guys ever heard of Garrett Morgan?
That's the dude from Jamie Foxx show, ain't it?
No.
That's Morris. Oh, Garrett Morris.
Okay. Garrett Morgan, he patented the 3-position traffic signal, the gas math, and improved the way that sewing machines worked. So
okay, stop right there. So that's why I was saying earlier, how do you think he even wound up with the knowledge to improve a sewing machine? Or he was obviously making his clothes at one point, was like, hold on, man, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I mean when I say we have to expose our youth to new things that broadens their fucking horizon and takes them out of this stupid ass box.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to become a rapper. You're not going to become a football player, or basketball player, or you're not going to.
And some people are.
You can still do that, but you shouldn't be limited to it. That's all.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
You
it's
just
like
don't limit yourself to it. So with the Garrett Morgan, I just started thinking about that, and I was just like, wow, when you think about the importance of a traffic light, right? We don't think of that a Black man played a part in doing, the red, the green, the yellow.
Oh, no, I knew a Black man invented that. I just didn't know his name.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't. Yeah. I didn't. And these are the kind of things.
What they
Share
mean when
because-
they say that is like how the lights change and alternate and shit like that. I guess a black person did that or some shit.
But see,
He-
what we fail to realize
he
is a
patented
lot
the
of black people
three-position
who have
traffic
invented a
signal.
lot of
Yeah,
things that we are not
that goes
getting recognized
red,
for.
green, and yellow. Yeah.
Correct.
What'd you say, Sav?
I said a lot of people, a lot of black people invented a lot of things that they are not getting recognized for. A lot of
Right.
things.
So I'm gonna, and it's my
That's
job.
because. So look, if you go back and like if you were to watch Edison or something, a documentary on Thomas Edison or a documentary on Nikolai Tesla, and so this nigga Edison basically stole, like, man, I'm talking about you can't even count the motherfucking amount of patents that this motherfucker Edison stole and put his fucking name on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mhm.
Correct.
So that's
Because
why
he had
black
the
people
power
aren't
and
getting credit,
influence to do
because you're talking about the very people he robbed of their fucking patents.
Mhm.
We know that already because Edison ain't invented half the shit he put out.
Mm-mm.
Just like the paint company, that the man who invented the peanut oil, what's his name?
It's George Washington Carver.
Yeah, George
Right.
Washington.
He also
he invented
patented
peanut
a
oil?
lot of other. He patented a lot of other stuff as well. He was on the list. I felt that he was a more prominent person that people already know of. You know what I mean? So people know his name. But there's so many people on the list of black inventors.
Mhm.
But again,
I gotta
the
do
black-
it though. I gotta do
the
it. Though.
black inventors are becoming prehistoric because why are we not inventing stuff anymore? Why are we
Because-
not patenting stuff?
No, I think we are. I think we are. It's simply not on the radar. It's simply not on the radar because of what Deez was saying. When you go, even if you're on looking at the so-called black progressive pages on Facebook or on Instagram, it's all about how to go from where you're at now to being a multi-billionaire. Nobody's even, it's not on nobody's radar.
Okay, so
It's
then
get
when
money,
I
get
went to
money, get
Google it-
money.
When I went to go Google it, then it should be more recent inventions. A lot of the people that was mentioned were from the past. So I don't know if I believe that.
But that's what I was trying to tell you. It's because, listen, like if let's say, for instance, tomorrow we opened up a landscaping company, all of us, right?
Okay.
And then we started dealing in landscaping. Eventually, Jabbar, because I know how I am, eventually I'm going to see something. I'm going to be like, hold on. We need this to be this way for this to be
Right.
more ergonomic or for this to work better. This a waste of time doing it this way. Niggas, that comes automatic with the job and with the
When
line
you're
of work.
doing it, it takes action to it takes
Exactly.
action to
So by
make things work.
eliminating ourselves from the grand scheme of shit, which is common knowledge, because when you say I don't want to do anything but rap, you don't have any common knowledge about Burger King or a cash register. You don't have any common knowledge about mopping floors or whatever the fuck else comes with the job.
That's
it's-
just like when
and
I
it's
was,
bigger than that though. It's bigger than that though. This is one of the biggest problems that we have. Like, and I'm sure everybody didn't experience this. Or you doing something and it's like, oh man, that's that white boy shit. We have given away so many things.
No.
because
I got a new
hold
one
on, let
for
me
that.
finish my thought. We have given away so many things because we just decided that it doesn't fit in with black culture. Then when we
That's
see
true.
everybody else winning with
That's
the
true.
shit that we have excluded ourselves from, it's like, come on, man. It comes down to a mindset. I am a man before I'm black. And as a
Right.
man, I can do whatever the fuck I want to.
And
Right.
and I love that. I love
That
that.
should be the
And
mindset of every individual.
And furthermore, if we want to base everything on white and black, white motherfuckers have specialized in murdering probably more people than anybody else on the planet. So why are we? So hey,
Why are we trying to be like them?
killing people is white boy shit. Killing people is white boy shit, nigga.
It is. No, it is.
Nigga.
It actually is.
Yeah.
And, at Wound916 said peace to the panel. What's up, Wound? Thank you for stopping by and joining us. So here's another one. James E. West. Back in 1964, he played a part. No, he patented. I'm sorry, I forgot what I was saying. He patented the electric microphone, which is even used today. It's found in phones, cameras. It was less expensive to produce than the condenser microphones that were being used at the time. So it went into wide production. They put it in hearing aids, tape recorders, and most telephones and baby monitors, even still to this day. So imagine the kind of bread that he's seen from that type of invention. I mean, the microphone, we have to really broaden our horizon, our perspective of what we can and can't do. What are the things that we use? Like, I don't know that people who invent stuff actually know that they're going to invent it. They just come up with, like you said, they're like, man, there got to be an easier way to do this.
You got
And
some
then
Q-tips in your house?
Huh?
You got Q-tips in your house?
Yes.
Black
You got,
man.
everybody got Q-tips in your house? Guess what? Guess what? Somebody invented Q-tips.
Right.
And
Or
here
a
we are,
safety pin.
and
Or a
that shit is
safety
in every
pin.
house in America. So you don't have to. It's just like if I said, for instance, like if niggas want to be involved in the cannabis industry or the smoking industry and stuff like that, that's cool too. But nigga, make sure you invent you some raps. You invent you some sort, something that's gonna live forever, nigga.
Mhm.
Fuck the weed part is cool, but
Right.
you got to get the byproducts that the shit that goes
You
with
got to
it,
get
man.
the science behind it.
So,
Yeah.
Right.
for
You gotta get
instance,
the-
when they had the gold
formula.
rush, back in the day, right, and everybody was out there trying to get their gold on, and this, that, and the other. It was one particular individual that said, "Man, instead of me joining the crowd of doing all this digging and panning and all this shit, I know everybody's gonna need. They're gonna need pickaxes. They're gonna need."
That nigga had more money than everybody.
He was out there. He was out there balling out of control because he understood the aspect of the byproducts, or I mean the accessories that go along with the business, like these
Real
was just
shit.
talking about.
Real
It ain't
shit.
always the weed. You can make more money off the shit that is going to be needed to smoke weed.
Right. Okay. And so I want to
Go in there and buy a bone right now. That motherfucker costs $100 goddamn dollars.
Right. I want to stop you right there and just say that, Valley, there's a lot of people on your, not a lot of people, but there's some comments on your page that are not showing up in the chat. So I want you to be mindful of that throughout the rest of the show.
I've been over here trying to get that worked out. I don't know why it's like that, but good looking out.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's like repeating it.
No, that's because I
No,
had
he was playing it. He was playing it. So I just want to go over to mine and see what is going on, because it does show that I'm going live. Okay. Why is it not on two spots? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. We appreciate
Thank
y'all
you for
tapping
joining
in.
us.
Yeah.
I want to
Okay.
say one thing. My siblings are
Everybody in the
very
chat.
handsome
Who
looking.
y'all
family.
got? Who y'all got today? Y'all got the Seahawks or the Patriots? Chap in the chat, man.
Seahawks.
Yeah, tap in the chat. I'm not gonna even say it out loud because I'm gonna get roasted by my crew right now. So don't make me do it, okay?
Hey, look, for me, it's like I said, it don't really matter, but because we got to choose a side, I got to choose the West Side. I'm going.
I mean, and the words of Tupac, and you and I already know it's the best side.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, I'm not going for the Seahawks today. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
hell no.
I'm
It's
not.
Seahawks.
And I know
It's
you guys
mandatory.
are gonna try to get on me about it because it is.
It's like he said,
forever
it's West Side.
It's West. It's
Hey,
West. Like that.
Hey, look. I'm an uncivilized karmic. What's going on with you? She said, I don't watch sports. I kind of feel like that's where, we kind of need to be. That's why I was like, to hell with the fact that it's Super Bowl Sunday. We doing this right here. Fuck that Super Bowl. You know what I mean? If you watch it, cool. But it ain't that important. We still got to be doing the other shit. And when I say we, I'm talking about as people.
As a people,
We gotta find out
correct.
time to do other shit for our own self-progression. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, yeah, I'm glad we here, and I might watch the game. I might do some writing. I still ain't made my mind up, because my team.
I'm
ain't
definitely gonna watch the game.
You know?
I'm definitely gonna watch the game, and I understand. I like football. Football is my favorite over basketball. I like football, and it's not always been that way because I used to like basketball games to go like in high school, or those were so turned. The basketball games in high school, like being indoors and in the stadium and just cheering. That was
Still is
so
like
fun.
that.
We used to have some fun. Basketball and football, I love. So I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm an avid sports person, but yeah, definitely gonna watch it.
So I just need 18 months of vigorous training. I'll go right to Dallas. Look. I'll go right to Dallas. Get signed on the practice squad.
Oh, shit.
Make them motherfuckers say holy shit on the practice squad.
Okay.
Be the oldest nigga to ever go into there. And I'm gonna be a running back like Jerome Bettis, big nigga. I'm gonna be out there trucking shit. Nigga.
I mean, I feel like that's good use of. I feel like that's good use of your energy and good use of your weight.
I feel like jumping out the damn chair right now.
How do we sign him up? The main person who's saying that all blacks want to either be football players.
Hey,
Like,
but
how
you
do
know
we
what,
sign
though?
him up?
You know what, though? All you need is one play, and you done made history.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
It don't even matter. One play, and you done made history.
And here's
you know?
the moment in history. They handed off to Javon Allen. Holy shit, he's still on his feet. He's still going. Touchdown.
Oh, man. That's funny. Yeah, but just to highlight some people that I do think are on their square when it comes to aligning with their purpose. I want to give a shout out and give the flowers to Ryan Coogler. I think he's doing an excellent job of using his talent and abilities to highlight what it is that we have to offer. Of course, he's doing
Spell his last name.
It's Coogler.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, though,
I've been with him the whole time, kind of like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. It was somebody who is alongside Ryan Coogler.
You know what it was?
So is he an actor or
good.
he's a screenplay writer? He's a screenplay writer?
So Fruitville Station, Creed, Black Panther.
Oh yeah.
Sinners.
Okay.
That's him. Yeah.
And see what
He wrote Sinners?
Yeah. So what it is here? So what it is with him is the reason why he's important is because he's putting something on the screen that's more than drugs, guns, and bullshit.
That's exactly why I selected him, because he's showing that we can be creative in the film industry without highlighting the shit that's going on in the streets or telling the same story that's been told 52,000 times already. I don't want to hear that shit.
Why would we want to desensitize ourselves to the atrocities that the streets is? You know what I'm saying? We're going to really desensitize ourselves to that and tell the story so many times everybody's intrigued by it and thinks it's cool and fly now.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
one of the things that is one of the things that I hate the most about Tubi is not even that the movies are low budget. It's just every single movie on there is it's a hood movie. It's a hood. Somebody got somebody got over somebody.
That's the boxed in shit that Diesel was talking about.
That's what I mean. It's like, how is that the mass of the world? If we just delve into cheating, lying, and connivery and all that, how is that the scope of our community?
And if you look at it from a historical standpoint,
like the scope of our community is when you turn on your phone or you go to your phone and then all that pops up is some ignorant shit, somebody doing some ignorant ass shit all day long. That's all that pops up on your phone. And
mine is different.
I'm about to say it don't be like that for me, because I'll be unfollowing motherfuckers that be on that type shit. Even if I know you in real life, I ain't fucking with you.
Yeah, you go to it, you click on it. If you see it and you don't like it, you click on it and it'll say, why am I seeing this ad and different shit like this? I don't want to see this no more. And then it'll say, we're going to put less of this type of shit in your feed. You got to.
I need to go through and do that on my.
You have to constantly do that on Facebook.
We got in the chat. It said also that Ryan Coogler, Valley. Did you know he was from Oakland?
I did, and that's why the Fruitville Station, which was like the first thing he did as a feature length film. But before that, it was just like short stories and shit he was doing like that. But he did Fruitvale Station as the feature-length film, which it'd be like us being from Sacramento and doing a film on Stephon Clark, you know, being close to that because we from the same.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying? So
I love that.
It was a big deal that he did that on top of it being a dope movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
No, it was a dope movie.
And at
It was
the end of
good.
the day, you know, it really propelled Michael B. Jordan's career.
absolutely.
It did.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. And they've
that's
had like
exactly-
a relationship
Right.
film-wise since then, because you've seen him in Fruitvale Station, you've seen him in the Creed stuff, you've seen him in Sinners. It just goes on. You understand
Now
what I'm
let's-
saying?
now
So,
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
let's
Okay,
look
and
back
I'm
on
glad
that.
I'm glad I can put a name to that because I did not know who he. I know I probably had heard it before, but it just didn't resonate. So now I'll be able to pay more close attention. When Sinners came out, I originally didn't want to see it because of what everybody was like. Ooh, you know, you might not want to see that, Mom, because you don't like stuff like that. But it turned out to be a good movie.
It was still
But
a
I
fucked
don't-
up movie, though. At the end of the day,
I don't like stuff like that, but it was a good movie.
that was the fucking best movie I had seen in a long time. When I seen it,
Sinners?
absolutely, because I understood the layers of what was going on. It was so much deeper than, oh yeah, we stole some shit from Chi-Town and we gonna come here and start this juke joint. Yeah, that's what was going on, but there was hella layers to
Well,
it.
it was layers. It was
going
layers.
on with the different
It was
characters and all.
layers.
It was, man, that movie was dope as fuck to me, from my perspective.
You
Yeah.
have to be woke to be able to see, you know, about them damn.
Well, look at it like this, though. Say, for instance, so we was
I
talking
hate
about
that I can't get the Facebook comments on the thing, man. This is like,
have your Facebook up on your phone so that you're just at least checking
I
your
know,
comments.
but yeah, it's like I gotta, yeah.
Okay, so imagine this: how we were talking about Ryan Coogler and how he helped propel Michael B. Jordan's career, right? So imagine if they would have took their time together and decided to just do another Menace to Society type film or just some bullshit. Two things would have happened differently, probably. Michael Jordan might have still been propelled, but he would have been typecast at that point.
Right.
Right.
Well, it's a lot of young
What up, Khalil? We see
talent
you.
out there that is not recognized. A lot of young talent and old talent too. Yeah,
That's
like
what they
Debbie
mean
Allen.
when they say you have to create your own lane.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Like
they
that-
mean.
Like Debbie Allen, she's bad. Debbie Allen is bad.
Man, we seen the nigga on Police Academy. This nigga spent his time beatboxing and making noises with his mouth,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and was all on Johnny Carson doing that shit.
Mhm.
All on,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what he thought was art or what he thought was music or expression worked.
Well, and that's the
Absolutely.
thing. We have to hone in on what our true gifts are. I think that goes back to what we were saying already. Let me go back. I have one more person so there's two more people that I wanted to pay homage to. I had a hard time. Like I said, I was doing past, present, and future. I've spoken on a lot of the people who did the patent. One of the last people I was going to make mention of was Frederick McKinley Jones. He had more than 60 patents, but what he's well known for is the roof-mounted cooling systems used to refrigerate goods and trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine coming up with that, like that. Like I
You
said,
see
it
that
just
shit on all
seemed-
them trucks still to this day.
Yeah, I knew about that one also too, that it was a black man. So when you think about the reefer unit, what they call it, a refrigerated truck unit, that
Yes.
whole concept was designed by a black man.
Correct. And so this is something that developed in 1930.
Mm-hmm.
But- So this is what I'm saying. Like, we don't give it a second thought. It's just like human nature. We expected those things. But is it because that they don't have TV? Is it because that they don't have a whole bunch of stuff to sidetrack them on the internet?
That's
'Cause
part of
why
it.
were people more? Because the other guy, Garrett Morgan, when I first mentioned him, that was from like, he didn't get the patent until like in 1923 or something like that. But he then moved on to do more stuff. 1930. When I look at James E. West, that was 1964. So was it because we didn't have other distractions? Is the reason why we were able to focus in and hone in on our natural gifts and come up with this type of stuff?
I mean, that might have played a part in it,
Well-
but after some point, like once you recognize that things are distractions or that they're designed to be distractions, whether or not you're distracted by it is a 100%
It's up to you.
conscious choice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, because
Yeah.
absolutely TV is a distraction. The cell phones are distractions for these kids and all that stuff. And but we also have adapted this easy button society right now. You know, oh, do this and go through this motherfucker, pay this to get this done. So now people aren't necessarily learning shit the way they used to learn shit because everybody's pressing easy now.
Mm-hmm. And then also, I think there's
Yeah,
there was
they
more of
had
a
libraries
DIY
back in the
spirit.
day in your house.
Let Valley talk.
It's probably delayed. I don't think she knew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Sav.
I said families had libraries back then, you know, books that they had encyclopedias. First of all, kid don't even know what an encyclopedia is right now.
No.
And they would tell them, go pick up a book and go read that book, or, you know, go learn something.
Mm-hmm.
Not go sit in front of the TV or go sit in front of a video game or whatnot.
Well, and the crazy part is that I'm kind of torn on the giving kids, you know, people who say they don't want to give kids their tablets and things like that. I just think that there should be parental guides on that, you know, to what your kid can watch, because the tablet is able to, they can use that as an encyclopedia. It's just like, what direction are we pointing them in? Are we asking them to go watch Blue's Clues?
As a parent, you gotta put the right shit on the tablet. You gotta just
That's
be
what
like,
I'm
fuck
saying.
it.
It's definitely set up for you to put parental guidelines on it. It's just whether or not somebody does that or not. Is it like, okay, I just got home from work, I'm trying to cook, or I'm trying to roll this blunt, I'm trying to do everything but give attention to my kid, so let me go ahead and throw him this tablet right quick so I could do what I'm trying to do. You understand what I'm saying? Then, you know, just to kind of, before we get too far off of it, talking about the inventor mindset, there was more of a DIY spirit in households, period, back then. You know what I mean? That's something that even we didn't seen that. Like, think about it. Me and D's, we could go be barbers if we wanted to. We could damn near, you know, do some low-level mechanics if we wanted to. We can do some low-level motherfucking sheetrock drywall work if we wanted to. And that's all shit that we learned under the roof of our motherfucking house.
Right, but see, everybody is
saying?
not going to have that kind of structure. Everybody doesn't have that kind of structure.
You're asking what the missing element is. That's what it is. It's that when Diesel was saying, I'm gonna pay everybody to do something, some shit you got to be willing to at least attempt to tackle on your own. Can I do this? Let me see. What the fuck? I'm gonna pay somebody to do something that I'm completely capable of doing on my own.
And then you can become the motherfucker that's getting paid to do it for other motherfuckers.
That is true.
Or maybe you just know how to do it on your
Or
own.
you just know how to do it on your own.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But like when I remodeled my bathroom when we owned that house, it wasn't because I wanted to all of a sudden be some towel aficionado. It was, I'm not paying nobody to do this shit because I think I can do it. So I'm finna knock all this shit out of here. And
you went and said no help from me.
Hey, look, I wanted it to be right. But no, I'm saying when you have small little shit like that of accomplishments on your so-called resume, it boosts your confidence. Hold on a second. I'm saying when you have little small shit like that on your list of accomplishments, it boosts your confidence to say, you know what? I thought about making this to make this more efficient. It's easier for you to jump into that because you're not second guessing your own ability. You understand what I'm saying? Right. That was an element that existed more in past times.
I would like the record to reflect that do not sleep on my sister's ability to build a house from scratch if she had to. Okay, because two-man side can get the job done. So stop playing with her I don't know why you didn't want her help, but she wanted to let
Because
it
see,
be
my
known.
mine was delayed, so I didn't hear the joke.
Bathroom.
I didn't hear the joke. You bald head black motherfucker.
And that's
okay?
all right. Bald niggas is winning.
I wasn't gonna
Okay,
get
you better ask somebody about me, motherfucker. Oh shit! No, you know what?
I don't think he was minimizing your ability to do stuff.
It wasn't. It wasn't. I knew
I ain't
that
tripping,
because we was.
Yeah, we
we
were.
already know that
We
I'm
was.
in the shower and
was.
tub
I'm
and
Jamaican. I got
right. You have to have that shit right to where there's not even a smidgen of a leak. Otherwise, you're gonna have a mold situation. And my thing
I
was,
already know that.
if it goes bad, it's gonna be because I did it. Because then I can deal with that. But if it goes bad and I gotta wonder, man, this is my. I didn't even want that kind of smoke. So look, I got it. You know.
Okay. Okay, so we got a comment up there. Who's gonna read the comment?
It says people are worried about technology taking jobs, but imagine technology freeing up time and allowing us to kick back and redirect our minds to creating and or self-reflecting. I mean, I think there's some win to that. You know what I mean? If we,
it is some win, but at the same time, it would free up some time. I get that, but then if you don't have a job, you don't have an income. So I think that there are certain positions that technology could come and take certain industries and positions away. Some people, I don't mind.
It's win.
Yeah, exactly. You're
but
right.
It's making people lazy. It's making people lazy also.
No, it ain't. People are just fucking lazy.
They don't have to put the footwork.
TV is making people lazy.
True, maybe.
I think
you got to think.
I think all that shit is the result of laziness. I think it's the other way around because I think laziness is the birthplace of ingenuity. The motherfucker who was carrying shit from one town to the next said, man, fuck that, man. I'm finna make this little shit and put it around the side of the horse and we gonna do it that way. Then you on horse-drawn carriage. Motherfucker said, man, this shit take too long, man. I need to figure out how to put a motor in this carriage. All of that was laziness that brought the ingenuity in place to move technology ahead. Laziness is the birthplace of technology. I mean, ingenuity. So I don't think nothing's making people lazy. We some lazy motherfuckers. We don't want to do more than what we have to.
Things to be easier. If we can get it done easier, well, what's wrong with that?
I don't see nothing wrong with it because I know don't nobody want to go back to washing clothes in a goddamn in a tub with a washboard.
Hell no. So you're right.
Yeah.
No.
Nigga, them niggas, their necks was stretched out like a motherfucker on them shirts.
Collar way down here. You know what
nigga, that shit was bad. You know what I'm saying?
This shit would come out cleaner though.
I mean, it might have came out cleaner.
They didn't have shirts like that back then though.
Those are all.
That's
really
why I said the
points.
collar was gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's nothing wrong with technology, even if it does remove certain jobs. It's about thinking ahead of the curve. So, like when we were talking about, are we using our employment now to put us in position to where we won't necessarily need the employment? Because if you're somebody who's utilizing your resources to get yourself in position like that, you don't really give a damn if technology take your job, because I wouldn't finna work it till death anyway.
For real, and I have no intentions on working it till death.
Yeah, we not doing that
that's not
anyway.
my goal at all.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be where I'm at career wise and everything like that. But am I fit to work this from the rooter to the tutor? No, absolutely not. This is a stepping stone for me to get the paper to do what we need to do. That's we all know what our personal goals is.
Another thing to keep in mind is real shit, man. If you can, you got to get out of any urban areas that are high crime, because when this government does, because they're going to basically turn a blind eye for the cleansing to take place.
I can't rule it out.
They're saying that right now in the United States of America, if you get murdered, there's a 50-50 chance that the nigga who kills you is going to get away with it.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah. I
mean, I just find that hard to believe because of the simple fact that because once again, we go back to technology, we go back to DNA, we go back to crime scene investigations being what it is today. I feel like there is a great chance of them getting caught. For some reason, when you were saying like if you get murdered today, there's a 50% chance. I thought you were getting ready to say there's a 50% chance you knew the motherfucker. Like that's what I thought you were going to say.
No. That
There's a 99.
is much higher. You know what I'm saying? That shit well into the 90 percentile. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes.
So I didn't see it coming when you broke that down as to the person getting caught or not, because I think that technology in crime scene investigation is what it is. I feel like it's harder to get away with stuff. So that's the side of it that I'm on. I want to jump back a little bit back into what we were saying about past, present, and future. I never found anybody. So if one of you guys have something that you guys want to offer as far as the future inventors or future, because I was focused more on the past and the present day. But when I think about leaders and I think about somebody who's making an influential representation on Black America, I can't leave out Jasmine Crockett. I think that she's important. I know all y'all know who she is. She's a lawyer. She's a politician. She currently holds the U.S. Representative, Texas 30th Congressional District since 2023. But she is also now running for U.S. Senate. She's well known for standing up to the GOP, calling out white privilege, going head to head with Trump on things. And her most famous statement was the bleach blonde, bad built, butch body statement that she had made towards Marjorie Taylor Greene after comments about her fake eyelashes. So we all love her for that. She also gave a great speech at the Democratic National Convention. She has been known to go up against Elon Musk and Donald Trump, and she speaks out against DEI and marginalization. So I just want to give a shout out because she is running for Senate now and she's moving away from the congressional seat, the U.S. representative. She's elevated and she has a lot to say. So I have a bunch of respect for Jasmine Crockett.
Okay, so I'll give you one right now. It's a woman named Marion Croak, and it says she was inducted into the Women in Technology International Hall of Fame in 2013, and that she currently holds over 135 patents. And
wow,
it was for in connection with the voice over internet protocol technology. So
wow,
the type of shit we're using right now, you know.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Say her name again.
Marion Croak, Croak.
Okay.
Yeah. Then Sean Springs, founder of the Wind Pact, he developed the Crash Cloud technology, which is a system engineered materials designed to absorb impact used in helmets for athletes and soldiers. So if you think about all the shit that's going on with the CTE shit in the NFL and or even, you know, Pee Wee to the NFL, of the collegiate all the way along, all the adjustments that have been made in the helmets to try to prevent the onset of CTE.
That's good.
He got paid for that because they used his
Absolutely.
technology in making them new helmets. You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's why I said, like, I know that there's stuff going on. It's just not being widely broadcast because it doesn't have the silver and satin draped all around it. And unfortunately, that's something that people will be like, oh, look how glamorous this is. You know, let's be land moguls. You know what I'm saying?
But that's
that gets you some.
That's a big
fame,
deal.
And it ain't really about the fame. It's about being financially free.
If the NFL adapted those new helmets to prevent CTE, and then it also said for military use, that's a big deal. That's a wide stand of people.
Like a fish is what that means. Yeah.
So now she's managing AI technology at Google.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Marion Croak.
Oh, wow. AI technology at Google. Go on, Ben.
She's a high-ranking vice president at Google in the AI department.
That's crazy.
So Dr. Arlene Simon. First of all, she's a biomedical engineer. Let's just go ahead and start with that.
That's a big deal right there.
Before we even talk about what she invented,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Okay,
Hats
she's a
off, yeah.
biomedical engineer, and she invented a specialized blood test to detect when cancer patients are rejecting a bone marrow transplant. So again, this is stuff that's not necessarily on the radar, but it's most certainly having an impact in the medical community, because cancer knows no
Big
color.
deal.
So, you know,
Big
everybody,
deal. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
So what are you typing in your search?
I put Black inventors and inventions from 2000 to present.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To get us out of that, because when you
Way
first
back
put it in
when.
there,
Yeah.
but that's by design though. When you just
Yeah.
type in Black inventors, they taking you way back to before our grandparents.
I was wondering, because I was like, why did he?
They don't
why
want us
did
to
he-
think
why was
that
he
we're
able to pull
capable
that
on
out?
that level. That shit
Yeah.
is by design. There's no happenstance to that.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to manifest some shit right now. So, black folks, man, here it is, man. The NFL has been using black athletes to power that machine for 50 plus years now.
This is the 60th Super Bowl today. So yeah.
Super Bowl. Okay, so look, I just can't understand for the life of me why there's not a black-owned team. I'm so confused.
Oh, I know why.
Me too.
They're not.
There's a lot of elements to it though. Number one, there's going to be so much deliberate red tape that would have to be cut through for that to even be possible. Number two, the people who have enough money to do that, they thoroughly enjoy the tingle they feel in their spine when they shove their money up their ass. They're not thinking about helping nobody else out. It's that simple. Yeah.
The tingle up. We're gonna skip.
I'm just saying, like, motherfuckers be like, I want to go to the grave with it. You know what I'm saying?
They really do. They really do. Them motherfuckers is crazy. That shit hella crazy.
Yeah.
So I seen an interview, and it was just the other day, maybe 3 days ago, where Deion Sanders was asked if he would ever take a head coach position for the NFL. That he that lots of offers have to be flying, and would he ever take? And he just flat out said, absolutely 100% not. And he had to stop himself mid sentence. He said, "Oh yeah, I got to remind myself I am the coach of a college football team right now, and I'm not going to get into the politics of why. But after what they did with making his son's draft pick and all of that, he would never." And so I agree with Tavon as far as the red tape that would have to go along with it if he was to be, if there was to be a team. You watching my show? I hear you watching my show. All right, I love you. Bye. My grandson just called me.
That was Breon.
That was Breon. And he's like this, and I can hear the
What's
show
up,
in the background.
Breon?
What's up, Bree?
Yeah.
But I agree with you that there will be a lot of red tape purposely done so that wouldn't happen, because when we think about the good old boys, we like to try to present them all out to be like,
Hey, look, they'll do the black
wearing a KKK hat and an
They're
outfit.
gonna do the black
That's not how they
team.
roll right now.
They're gonna do the black team like they did Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? In reality, I think he's in a better position to have an impact on young black minds by coaching at a collegiate level anyway, because you got to think now you're dealing with people that are fresh out of high school, and
Right.
you know what happens when you come out of that. Like, I'm
Right.
in the world and my future is dependent solely on me. There's kind of a crash that happens mentally, like, okay, yeah, I might be playing ball, but nothing is guaranteed. What do I do? And him being there at that college level, he's in a better position to help direct those young minds toward a trajectory of life that has, success written on it, whether it's in the NFL or not. So
Right. And
I agree with him
like
with
that.
the hell no.
Yeah. I think I agree with you 110% that him getting them at a college age where fresh out, they can still be influenced. You know what I mean? They can still be led correctly. And so before you're dealing with people who got that that 10 or 60 million dollar deal. You know what I mean? Now the head is blown up. So prior to any of that, you're able to kind of guide them and then give them some financial literacy, give them some life skills, give them some insight on media training, because all of you know, you need all of that. Those components matter as well.
Yeah, even with the current system. So I was watching a little snippet from a interview with Eric Dickerson, and he was talking about how bad the retirement was for players in his era. That, you know, it's $1,500 a month for him. You know,
He retired from the Los Angeles Rams, or did he go on to play?
I don't know where he retired from. He definitely played for the Rams, though.
I know he did, but did he? I didn't know if he retired from them or not. Okay, and so $1,500 a month is crazy when you think about a military person can retire and they're going to collect almost $6,000 a month for being in the military, but they didn't make half the amount of money that a person in the NFL made. So how does that make sense?
It's about what's important to the powers that be. Yeah, because at the end of the day, and I don't mean this as no disrespect to athletes, because I understand the level of commitment that it takes to arrive at that level. But at the end of the day, you're a fucking court jester. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
right, that's real shit. You're
ideology in order to distract them from bettering themselves or even seeing what we're doing. Give them bread and circuses, meaning shit to distract them from reality. And one of the biggest circuses in this country is the NFL. So at the end of the day, like I said, it's no disrespect to professional athletes, but you're a court jester.
That's horrible.
Yeah. So why would they take care of you?
Well, yeah. Well, I got one for you guys. His name is David Stewart, and he's the third richest black man in the world. And he started his business, Worldwide Technology, in 1990 with 10 people, which now has grown into 7,000 employees. Technology Solutions provides. Okay. And
that's the name of his business, is
Technology
Solutions. Sorry.
No, it's Worldwide Technology. WWT.
What's his name?
David Stewart.
It's the largest black-owned company. It's the largest black-owned company and one of the biggest minority suppliers in the country. It provides the brick and mortar for campusing, containing labs used to demonstrate products, to demonstrate proofs and concepts. My phone went down. Proofs and concepts, building references and architectures, and more.
Okay. Third richest black man, huh?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other person I had was Robert Smith. He's the second richest black man. He has VEP.
Yeah, he got most of those dudes on YouTube. What you're talking about
Vista Equity Partners. He's worth $10 billion. He just recently released a book called Lead Boldly, which is, a book that I think I want to get, just see. He started from, well, not to say from nothing. He was very smart. He went to school.
Well, most of them wind up getting a job somewhere. They wind up getting a job somewhere, and then they basically find a talent that they have. Like, oh wait, I understand this pretty good, and that's why it leads to, like, because you'll always hear that one story. He worked for this company and then that's when he did this move, basically.
And he was able to see a angle or avenue that he could take, but in order for him to do it, though, he still had to have that self-assuredness, like, okay, I can actually pull this off. And a lot of times that's something that's an obstacle for people, you know. That's why
I agree, because I just think self-doubt interferes with a lot of people even taking the chance. Like they might have the initiative, like, or the inkling, like, what if this will work? But the follow through just doesn't match.
that's why I still think that stuff like martial arts and organized sports for kids is still very important, because it builds character and it nurtures self-confidence. You know what I mean? Like when you go through stuff that when you first started, you thought in your mind, ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna be able to pull this off, and then you do it. That's kind of stuff just adds to your list of things to be confident about as time goes on, you know. And it ain't nothing that could ever be bad about that, in my opinion.
I think that you're right on that too. Hold on.
Robert Smith, who I was talking about, he was a chemical engineer. That's what he was. He graduated from Cornell University as a chemical engineer. And from there, he went to Procter and Gamble, and then to Goodyear Tire, Kraft, General Foods, and then he decided to open his own business in technology investment banking. You know, man, pretty smart.
What you got going on?
Ooh.
You muted mine because you look like you was telling somebody something, but your mic. Okay, let me back up off you. Your mic is still muted. You're still muted.
My mic is muted?
No, I said Maisha.
Not on my end.
I said Maisha.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's probably mad because my screen's not on.
No,
but I'm drinking
saying something to somebody. It didn't have shit to do with that. She was giving somebody the business.
Yeah, I'm drinking coffee.
Oh man. Yeah, but anyway, I think there's still a lot of examples of people that are doing stuff that that represent the progression of Black people. But unfortunately, whether it be the news media or social media, those engines are geared in a way that we're not going to get highlighted for that sort of shit. You know, it's very easy to go on there and see everything about ICE and everything about the shooting in Houston or Chicago or wherever the hell it was at. It's very easy to go on social media and find that sort of shit. You know what I mean? But stuff that highlights positivity, unfortunately, that's always lacking when it comes to media.
Right. And it's never going to be a strong suit on there because that doesn't sell.
Right.
Negativity sells. But if you're driven and you have a drive inside of you, nothing's going to stop you from getting to where you want to get. It's when we let our insecurities get in the way of us progressing, because
you have to understand when it's time for yourself, because you can kind of feel the timing of shit. And if you got just this tremendous urge to do something right then, right now, that's the timing of it right there. That's your self telling you it's your time.
Yeah. That's why I've been working on my artwork, as you guys can see behind me. I got a few pictures hanging up right here. Some things.
We're gonna work on this digital art gallery, but we're gonna have to look up a scanner or something. I'll send you a scanner or something.
I've been working on that already.
What, a scanner?
Oh no.
Because you need a scanner.
This is one of my newest ones.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah, I like that.
What's that all through it? Staples?
Then I got
You stapled
Yeah,
it to the
I
wall?
had it- I had it up there so you guys could see it. It doesn't have any hooks or anything. It's just on a flat piece of canvas, you know.
Right.
Doesn't have any.
See, that's
It's
what I'm
unlike
saying.
like this one right
I need one of them, but I need a bigger one. I need one of them, but I need I could use that one just like that. That's what I'm saying.
You gotta tap in with the art galleries. There's places you can go put that shit on consignment. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and just let them
grab that big ass mask. Grab the mask. Yeah,
that's
what I'm
dope.
talking about. Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That shit is all that shit is official.
Yeah.
The colors and
And
shit.
then I had these little ones right here. They say Black History.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's like a cactus.
Back it up a little bit.
I have a whole bunch of them.
Not so close. There you go. There you go. There you go. So we can see the whole thing. Yeah, that's dope.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's Black History
So
Month.
are those
telling them?
So are those black canvases you're using, or you painting the canvas black then painting on it?
I painted that canvas black, but like with these ones right here, these are going to be the fists right there. Okay, so there's going to be 2 male fists, and then I have a woman's fist. I started, I didn't finish it, but this is the woman's fist, and she's coming from the opposite direction. She's not going to be, so they're going to be, when it comes, I'm
with you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they'll be unified together. So they'll be basically like this, the man and the woman like this.
Right.
Anyway, yeah.
So the thing is,
we are the history.
Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. You got to duplicate that shit. You got to duplicate them canvases.
Oh, I am. That's why I have let's see, about
duplicate them. Once you get you want about however many of those you got. So roughly how many paintings do you think you have?
Of the ones that I just showed you?
Just like right now, the paintings that you would say are ready to go, ready to be duplicated.
Oh, that I could duplicate?
Yeah.
Maybe 20, 25.
Okay, so 20, and you want to get at least 3 of each one. So you have 60, 60 paintings, 90 paintings at the end.
No, it'll be 60.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, you want to keep your originals though.
Yeah. I want to do a big one of Tupac. Because the little one that I did of Tupac.
That's a prime example though of what we're talking about using your ability to get yourself in position. So
those paintings are your invention.
It ain't enough to just have them on the wall.
Those paintings are your invention.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Me and Kai were talking about. She was like, "Mom, you need an online store."
Well, I have been talking about an online art gallery. If you want, though, we could do one on. We'll just do a Facebook profile because I want to put some of my stuff on there too.
Are you back with us, Mai?
I am. I'm back with you guys. Sorry for the interruption.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw it up. I just had an.
And then I have my portraits of my daughters. I drew my daughter's portraits also.
I got the perfect.
Yeah, that's an excellent idea, and it needs to be some life breathed into it. That's the type of stuff we've been talking about.
And you
Yeah,
never got the
on
picture for to send to Riley.
Yeah.
Huh?
Snag.
What happened?
Riley. The
What
picture
happened?
that you wanted to send to Riley.
What about it?
You never got it to send to her.
How was I gonna get it?
The Capricorn.
How was I gonna get it? Why would I get it when you could just
I was
send
gonna
it to
send
her?
it to her.
I was about to say you're in California and she's in California. What is
Right.
going on?
Why would it come here first?
That's not what
How
I'm
many
talking about.
times you done been to Sacramento?
You said, sis.
How many
Ah,
how many times you done
Just
been to
the other day.
Sacramento since we had that conversation? So that ain't got
Just
shit
the
to do
other
with
day,
me.
it had been in a long time.
Oh God. Let me see, because I did want to give a special shout out. I don't know that she's on here now, but my Aunt Joanne was on our podcast. So shout out to my Aunt Joanne. That's my dad's sister. So
What up, Aunt
she was-
Joanne? We know you
Hey,
by
Aunt
name.
Joanne.
Yeah. Your name kind of popular among your nieces, so
exactly. So yeah, thank you for joining in.
yeah.
Shout out to Heather. She put on my page that she's going for the Seahawks today. So I guess it's all of you guys are going for the Seahawks because I'm not. So
Yeah, you only going with them Patriots because you've been on FanDuel or something. That's the only reason why it ain't for real.
If I tell you why you're really gonna be mad, it's even worse than FanDuel. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. Okay.
Oh goodness.
V600.
Yeah, I don't. And if I'm keeping it 100, my team was so garbage. I hardly even watch football this season, so I don't really know what's up with either squad. I'm really just choosing the West. You know.
Well,
Yeah.
and it's most of the time I always do choose the West, but now that this is the last game, I'm not going to do it. But I had a good football season. I will say that I joined the football pool and that me and my son made bets and we won 3 times out of the season. We won second place twice and third place once. And so I do have some squares. I got big money on this game today. Let me let you know. When I tell you there's money to be made, like let's go, son. But overall, I'm voting for the Patriots, but I don't have a dog in this race. And like neither one of my teams, the Steelers nor the Rams, are in it. The Rams made it pretty close. And they actually got taken out by the Seahawks. So that's another reason, like, why would I go for the Seahawks?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically we just need a scanner, Sav. And once you get the scanner, then you can scan copies of those, and then you print them. You print the scans that you have on top of new canvases to get the texture back and all that shit.
Or you can even make them cheaper versions, like the shit that I bought when I was in Atlanta. Dude had the original, and he was like, he wanted some coin for that. But then
Right.
had printed like poster style, where it's an exact replica. It's a printed replica of the original, selling that for much cheaper. So it's like, okay, you can still get this and put it in a frame, and you still have the artwork.
This motherfucker.
Even if
right
you're
here.
not somebody who wants to purchase the money for spend some real money to purchase the original, you know.
That's the printer
Basically,
right
that's
there.
what Etsy is. That's what Etsy is. That's what Etsy is. Uh-huh.
You see it?
Mm-hmm.
A flat scanner. And basically you scan those patents you got right there. You would scan them. And the scanner's going to get all the dots on that motherfucker, basically. Every piece of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then you scan. You can even change the resolution after you scan it. But
It's gonna look good too.
Yeah.
It's quality. The ones I bought in Atlanta, it might be a printed version, but that shit high quality.
Yeah. No, those were nice. Those
Yeah.
were nice.
door, man. It's gonna fall down. You gonna wait for the bottom ones to break
So
off?
it looks like the conversation, and I wish we could get a picture put up and I know that there's a way that we can now with this new version that we're using, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. But I'm not sure if you guys have paid any attention to the news or did you guys hear the clips that something to do with Donald Trump posting a picture of Barack Obama and Michelle Obama as a ape and a monkey?
I seen it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it ain't no different
Because-
than what was her name? The white lady that had the cooking show. When we found out she said nigga. I mean,
Paula, what's her name?
Paula Dean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Paula Dean.
I'm never surprised. I'm
Yeah.
never surprised.
It makes
but-
me laugh when I meet white people. I laugh because I always think to myself, you know damn well he done called a motherfucker a nigger before.
I mean, it's just to me, I think I'd like to believe that the state that we're in the world right now, that we wouldn't have to see that kind of stuff. But I mean, it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise. You're absolutely right. It's no surprise, but it's just tiresome after a certain point. It's like, so they really do think we're monkeys? Like that's just crazy to me.
And just like a monkey, hey, look, just like a monkey who beat the shit out of you.
but the whole reality is the whole reality is you think about how many people you've seen at these protests and on different interviews and all that, black people, how they standing firmly behind Donald Trump.
Absolutely.
So
Where
basically the picture shows that he pissed down your back and told you it was raining. Like, you's a motherfucking fool, and I hope you know it now.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
for sure, agree with that statement. Just like I also agree with a lot of the people that are coming out are saying, like, as far as ICE goes, a lot of the Mexicans did vote Donald Trump into office. So again, it's Latinos for Trump. Like one of the guys he's getting taken by ICE and he's wearing a Latinos for Trump shirt. Was that because you thought if you had that shirt on, it was going to stop the outcome? Or you're mad at the rest of your people?
ICE pulled
you
up
feel
on that
like-
motherfucker and said, take the damn shirt off and cuff up.
No, a maintenance man that used to work at one of the hotels worked at, he stated that he was pro-Trump and he stated that he took time to fight for his citizenship and to become an American citizen, and he believed that the others should too. And I just, I mean, it's amazing to me people say on their true stance about it. Like, but now, since then, I'm no longer at this location, so this doesn't affect the people that I'm working with now. But since then, he had a baby with someone, and she did not have papers, and so now she's getting deported, and the baby got to stay with him. Like, so the plot thickens. The plot thickens. You got to be very careful what you wish for.
And after they done getting rid of the Mexicans, who's fucking next?
So when you think about all of that, you think about all of the divisive elements that exist amongst the general public of America. You talking about white folks, black folks, Latinos, whoever.
Correct.
The whole goal is to put us all against each other. When in reality, like Michael Jackson said, they don't really care about us.
All I want to say is that they don't give a damn about
They don't give a
us.
damn about none of us. So the whole
Fucking
illusion
unicorns
of
and leprechauns, they don't want to see a black man.
the
win.
whole illusion of I'm Dominican, I'm Mexican, so I'm better than you. No, silly motherfucker. You just got fooled into believing that.
So
You
he's
went
tell-
that-
you telling me
from their perspective, you was a nigga with a taco. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no, for real. That's what we're seeing right now. And it's like you hope that people will wake up and be like, man, they want us to be divided. I mean, how stupid can you be? Like, they never seen you no different than they seen us.
fuck damn show didn't.
Well, we understood that.
No,
We
Because
understood
that's
that.
what's unfolding
Especially-
right now.
Especially when they seen you out in the sun alive.
What do you mean?
So
because
But
they
see,
can't go out into the sun. homie.
it's just
So
like
once they once they
yeah.
realized that anybody that could be out in the sun, they had
They
great
hate them.
animosity.
They hate them.
towards
Yeah.
you know. Nigga, like I
well,
said,
you know,
So I don't know. I
people
Trump
who
talking
are
all that
against
shit.
black,
Let's
who
go
are
and take
against
our
black
shirts off and go
are
sit in
the-
the middle of the desert and have this conversation.
So
Donald.
here's the thing. I think that I'm different than a lot of people. I think we're on this panel. I think that we're different because we actually grew up in California. So in California, I believe that there is black and brown pride, like, you know, black and brown love. Like,
Well, Northern
in
California, Northern California.
Okay, in certain parts. So I feel like we always thought that like minorities, because especially when growing up in Citrus Heights, all the minorities stuck together. It didn't matter if you were black, white. I mean, if you were black, if you were Indian, if you were Hispanic, if you were Asian, you were the minority in Citrus Heights. So we all stuck together. And so it's like, it didn't matter if you were what nationality you came from, you were the minority. So I didn't see color in that way. And growing up, right. But of course, in my time of working in my travels, I have experienced times where Africans look down on blacks and they're like, you don't know the real ethics of work. And I'm like,
wholeheartedly.
okay,
look,
right. So I don't know the real ethics of work. Okay, cool. There's also been times where
I ain't
Mexicans.
Look. We're gonna go out in the desert. We're gonna go out in the desert, and this with this nigga back. This nigga back.
We can't see it. We can't
see the phone. It won't.
We can't see it.
Yeah, you can't. You see that second degree burn?
No. Yeah.
We're gonna take our shirts out.
So
here's
the thing, though,
and talk about it.
I was going somewhere with my point.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
No, I'm good. You can piggyback off what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, there's been times in the workforce where Mexicans have so sometimes it's hard to be blacks because we have black on black crime. We have Mexicans that don't like blacks because they think they're closer to getting friends with white folks. Then I have like Pakistani and Palestinian, Saudi, you know, like
they're the worst.
In my industry that I work in, I've been exposed to a lot of other cultures, and I just feel like blacks are always the least liked out of everybody.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you. I can't say this about Mexicans because I don't think it applies. But then people that are coming here from other places and actually coming through the U.S. customs, whatever the fuck, all that shit. I'm gonna tell you what's going on when they get them in there. You know, okay, look, sit down. We need you to watch this 10-minute video, and it's a video of nothing but us.
Okay,
and then they stop the video and they say, that's the enemy of the United States.
You don't want to be like that.
And I want you to understand that the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And the reason why I know that to be the case, because these motherfuckers ain't got to be here 60 seconds before they hate us. That shit is being handed to them.
Well, and that's what I was just wondering. Does it also have to do with the amount of loans that they get when they get here? That's like, if you promise that you're gonna hate all black people, we can give you your own business. You know what I mean? It's like we give you.
They're gonna do
it's
that
just
anyway.
Like what
they can keep
said.
flipping.
That's what they're doing.
They can keep flipping burgers with their toes and putting essence of underarm in bottles. They can keep doing all that shit. I don't care.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What happened? You lost me.
He said
essence in water bottles.
No. I said them motherfuckers can keep flipping burgers with their feet and keep bottling up essence to underarm.
He talking about how them motherfuckers gonna be using no
video,
deodorant.
Nigga, I see the video of this nigga flipping burgers with his feet, cutting meat with his toenails.
Underarm.
Hey, bruh, Hold on. You niggas want to talk? You niggas is coming for us?
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, so when you think about that, there's nowhere on the planet where, I don't want to say there's nowhere. I'll put it like this: all over the planet, there are groups of people that are indigenous to certain parts of the landmass, and those indigenous people are always black, for lack of a better term, people. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you think about these Europeans that came from under the rule of the Moors into 1491, then 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue and ran across and was like, oh shit, these niggas is everywhere. We got to come up with a plan to make the rest of the world think that these niggas ain't shit, and we'll convince these niggas of it simultaneously. That's what we're living in. It's really that simple.
You don't have Jesus.
Yes.
You don't. So what happened is one of those planetary wars took place, and the world got put on reset. So imagine right now if everything was destroyed on the surface, meaning the cell towers, the internet, all that shit got destroyed.
If we went off the grid.
And we went off the grid again. Exactly. So once we go off the grid again, we can't Google how to make toilet paper. We can't Google how to do this and do that and all that. So we'd be in that struggle again immediately. Immediately.
Well, I think that one of the main things for us to take into consideration is becoming self-sufficient in all acts. We talk about this a lot amongst the siblings and our plan of growth, but I think that we have to share it with the viewers as well as just ways to think about, if you had to live off the land, could you live off the land? You know what I mean? And what survival tactics are you putting into place for you and your family members to how would you thrive? And I think getting back into that mindset also puts you in tune with things that can be patented. We're going to go back to that inventor's mindset, so I think that all of those are the same thing.
Yeah. And, I think for people that are able to come up with shit like that are able to use their mind to come up with shit like that, the way you kind of win is to do it with stuff that's need-based. And what I mean is, like, what I'm inventing something that's associated with something that people are going to need to use as long as this system continues on. You see what I mean? Because then it's like it don't never go out of style. Yeah.
And you shouldn't have to break yourself for toilet paper, toothpaste, and shit like that, and that's what essentially is happening. We in a situation to where everything costs so much, that to have anything in abundance, even water in abundance, to where you can drink as many waters as you wanted to drink a day is going to cost you. You get what I'm saying? Because you can't, most places you can't drink the tap water.
You can't, like where we at right now. I'm drinking that shit.
It's shitty water.
Yeah, you can't drink the tap water. We all know that.
It's shitty water.
But the bad part about drinking the shit out of a bottle, the bad part about drinking the shit out of the bottle is you get the plastic particles, which my theory is, Kasabi sees UFOs, and I think about plastic being one of the main contributors of cancer.
Without a doubt.
I wouldn't say it's UFOs that's making the cancer. It's all the man-made shit that we consume every day is what's causing cancer. It's not just plastic; it's foods, the microwave, high fructose corn syrup, pharmaceuticals. Radiation from the TV, from the phone, from all that.
I don't know what I missed, but I can't stand your brothers. That's all I'm gonna say.
It ain't me. I'm just a witness.
It's a witness, but it's funny to you, and that's the part that's crazy to me.
I missed
What did you say?
Hey, no. He remembers. That's why he's laughing so hard. So they had a commercial. They had a commercial when we was younger, and the kids were trying to read all the chemicals and shit in the food. And the little girl was all, guy, good. Oh, shit. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, but so all of those elements are definitely helping to cause cancer, but realistically, one of the things that's making us susceptible, more susceptible to it, is this fucked up ass thing that we call the American diet. The food is
horrible,
bad, man. It's
horrible.
you know,
Nowhere else does
killing
their
us.
society like this.
Yeah.
Nowhere else. When you go to Europe and Canada and all them places, they ain't shoveling these motherfuckers some shit that's gonna kill them.
mm-mm.
Right. Well, I
Mm-mm.
mean, trust me, having to travel and eat out is not, it's just not a healthy lifestyle, especially
You just
because
gotta stick to
where-
salads and chicken and simple shit. Fuck it.
I
But
mean,
even-
where I'm
even-
at now,
even though-
I don't have a kitchen.
Okay, hold on. I'm glad you said that. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
Is y'all struggling to find chicken in the grocery store? It's a shortage on chicken out here because this like the third time. Motherfuckers like, damn, where's all the chicken? All we can get is this frozen bag shit, huh?
Well,
Fuck
Go
on
to the
with
butcher.
chicken.
because it's
You
not
need to
really
find a
chicken.
butcher. You need to find a
It's
butcher.
It's
chicken.
not really
It's
chicken.
chicken.
The stuff
It's
in the
chicken,
bag
but
is not
it's
really
chicken.
a chicken.
It's chicken, but they made the shit in 48 hours.
No, he ain't. he
Yeah,
ain't
they
right.
birthed it.
No,
They
you
birthed
can
him, and
literally
they grew him in a container, and he's here now.
That motherfucker.
No,
was-
they're genetically modified.
Well, they
They
already can make
literally
them in
have
half the
chick, like
time
for people
anyway.
that want to grow their own chickens, right? There's some places that have these chicks that they offer that it will go from a chick to a full-grown cookable bird in 5 weeks, and that's not natural.
Of course, that's not natural.
So that's what
Yeah,
it
'cause
is.
they
that
keep
you're
them. They
eating.
keep them in a dark, low area. Yeah.
No, it's high oxygen.
It ain't even that, nigga. They have genetically modified
Oh, they
these
definitely
motherfuckers
did
that
that
they
too.
reach full maturity in less than 6 weeks.
And see, I don't appreciate that because, like I was just saying about the workforce. So there's been times that I ordered because there's chicken nuggets. These are the things that are available to me: chicken nuggets, chicken pasta, a regular salad, bacon, sausage, eggs in the morning with breakfast potatoes, French fries. That's the extent of it. Like what? Or oh yeah, there's tacos once a week. Tacos once a week, or either chicken tenders or chicken with the bone in and French fries, pasta. It's just like none of the stuff is healthy. And because there's a restaurant at this location, so I'm not getting my per diem, which I would normally get to eat out at, right? So, but even if I eat out and I go places, or it's a smash burger, it's not healthy.
You gotta
choices.
find the
No.
spots though, because I think we live in a time frame that unless you're like deep in the country, I think any respectable size city in the United States has a vegan or vegetarian
Yeah,
restaurant.
go fuck with Chipotle for starters. You can
See,
do that.
then you don't really want it. If that's the face you make, you don't really
I
want
mean,
it. Nigga, like,
first of all, since you believe that, I'm gonna take a moment and I will Google what is in Peoria, a vegan spot in Peoria. Let's see.
Oh yeah, you got some jive turkey motherfuckers out there that got a vegan spot. Believe that.
Vegan food near me.
Well,
Oh well, actually, this
and a lot in
now
gluten-free
now I
people.
will say this.
is there a kava out there?
Huh?
Is there a kava? CAVA?
No, I don't see kava, but I heard Kai talk about kava before. But there's this place, Neon Bison, that I have ordered from, and I guess they have vegan food there. And then they said Curly Shawarma is 1.7 miles.
That's that.
And there's- That's Indian food.
That's that voodoo.
What in the shawarma?
Well,
It looks.
he definitely stirred that shit with his toes.
I'm not gonna do it. Okay.
That's like
Just wait,
that's like putting flames in your mouth Like when they put the flames in their mouth and do all that. If you flip your food with your toes out there, you're like a rock star.
Well, apparently there is some vegan food here. I have never Googled it before, but and I actually have been to two of these places, but I didn't get so vegan food is if you just want to get a whole bunch of vegetables stir fried. I can do that.
That shit bomb. That shit bomb as a motherfucker.
I guess that's what I'm gonna have to live off
So
of.
get the vegetables stir fry and then tell
Uh-huh.
them you wanted to add meat into the stir fry as well.
Chicken.
Y'all, is that visible to y'all? The private chat?
Let me see.
But then again, it could be the way I got my screen set up for all I know.
You gotta tap the icon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear you, bro. So
Yeah, kava. That shit good. It's like Mediterranean style food, but it's extremely
It's
flavorful.
really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try the shawarma place because
Very good.
I think that's Mediterranean as well.
Mhm.
Eat some Mediterranean food.
I mean, that's just a better if you're going out. It's a better option. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if not, it's just straight up salads. If I want to eat correctly.
Mhm.
So
Well,
anything
I
we
made a
want.
couple of salads with
Damn.
Yeah.
Salads are good. Like when I think of salads, I think
I
of
love you
mama's
guys.
salads. You know how she would put the dry salami and the shrimp in the salad, and that would be a good salad. I always love those.
Mm-hmm. You just gotta watch. You gotta try. So
Stay
more.
away from dry salami.
Well, no, yeah, more is less. So you could put the dry salami in there, but you want to put dry salami. Then if you just gotta have some more meat, fuck it, throw some turkey in there with it. You know what I'm saying, to give your meat cravings or your meat fix.
Yeah, because I'm
You know.
definitely carnivorous. I got to have some meat in my in the
Turkey,
salad. Like I
turkey,
can't just
shrimp,
eat
and
salad
shit
all
like
the time.
that. You like shrimp?
I do
Well,
like
well,
shrimp.
when you think
I
about
like
vegetarian,
shrimp.
when you
Fucking
think
with
about a vegetarian diet, you can't only view that as like vegetarians. They just eating salad, you know.
No, they eat vegetables. They eat
Yeah,
vegetables.
man, you could have a whole meal and ain't no lettuce or nothing close to it, even
Well,
involved.
like what's this other stuff? Quinoa.
Quinoa, yeah,
I like
What
that
the
shit.
Jashay eats? Jashay eats quinoa, so she
I like
uses
it.
that.
Yeah,
And then they got like that cauliflower rice, that you can
I've had
utilize.
that.
I wasn't
Yeah.
feeling that though.
Really,
No, I just give me some brown rice. I'm okay. Yeah.
brown rice is cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just took some red cabbage the other day, and it was really good too.
Well, the
I'm
thing
thinking
about the
buying-
cauliflower
I'm thinking
rice
about buying a
is
hot
trying to
plate
find a
or
sweet spot
something.
to make it to where it's not mush and shit.
That's why I wasn't feeling it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if you could get it just right, it's super good.
Yeah.
Well,
We done so.
Have you had fried Brussels sprouts?
I have,
you
and I
gotta cut
wasn't.
'em in-
I
cut 'em in
had them
half.
at the same place. And so I ate them, but I was not a fan of them. I like the things that I like about Brussels sprouts is having them in butter and them being soft. The fried version was too. I
Crispy.
didn't like it.
Well, you got
I
to
didn't
coat
like
it with. See, once you
Crispy.
cut them in half, and then you put the bacon on the top of the motherfuckers, and then you like broil them or char them, and you just want that bacon to cook on top of it. And
Right.
basically after that, them Brussels
That's
sprouts,
gonna be soft. Yeah, then
oh,
it'll
man,
be
them
good.
motherfuckers be fire like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So anyways, it's been a good show. We talked a lot about inventors and we talked a lot about thriving in the Black community to celebrate Black History Month. We should continue to have these conversations, not just so much on the show, but in the people that we come into contact with. And because it doesn't need to be Black History Month, it needs to be a Black History Life. We need to continue to reinvent history by making the changes that we want to see and go dig back and find out some of the tools that they use, developing Black Wall Street. We can do all those things now. We just have to have the right mindset. So we're going to continue to push that narrative.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Look like we got one viewer. We're signing out.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody that tapped in the chat on Facebook, YouTube, the whole shebang. We'll see
Thank
y'all
you. Listen, like, and share.
All right,
Yep.
everybody. I love you guys.
All
Yeah,
right.
love you too.
Love you.
Good night. Bye bye.